I had someone ask me what makes Rao a talented learner as opposed to being a genius, given the classification of a genius being someone with an abnormal physical trait that can upset the soccer world. Because obviously, Rao's copying ability is insane and definitely could upset the soccer world based off of its generic ability. Well, there are some specifications which define Rao's ability as something exclusive to a talented learner as opposed to being a genius. Look at chapter 282 when we see Ego's explanation of what makes a genius and a talented learner and how they stoke each other's evolution. Ego says, analyzing geniuses and forming new tactics or using data to counter them, the talented learners develop plays using a new kind of logic. When it comes to what Rao actually does, Rao just copies people to create his own weapons and plays. Essentially, as a talented learner, he is analyzing the geniuses or other talented learners, and he's studying them to replicate their abilities to create a new play using this kind of logic. While you can try and argue that his dexterity and his natural ability to copy people is something unique and should be what classifies him as a genius, the fact that his weapon is hinged on the analysis and deduction of other players is what defines him as a talented learner. When it relates to someone's ability as to how it defines them as being a genius or a talented learner, you need to look at how their ability actually is used. For example, Isagi is a talented learner because his ability to analyze the field and analyze people to develop a strategy to win, that makes him a talented learner because he's analyzing people to form a strategy of his own. Geniuses typically don't have to strategize for their unique talents. Like, it's usually engraved into their body either mentally or physically, like Bado's kingly mentality or Chigity's insane sprinting ability because of his the way that his body developed. While Rao is naturally dexterous, he needs to analyze other people and study other people like a talented learner would in order to fully utilize his ability. Geniuses don't have to do that. So that's kind of the core definition as to what makes Rao a talented learner as opposed to him being a genius. If you guys have any more questions in relation to Blue Lock that have confused you, let me know and I'll explain them in a video.